The Nelson Mandela Children's Fund is launching a Children's Fun Walk as part of the fund's 27th annual Children's Celebration. This is various organizations plan for Mandela Day celebrations this weekend, heading into Monday, the 18th of July. Corporate sponsors, civil organizations and volunteers are at the Johannesburg Zoo for a 5-kilometer fun walk. That's where we find Newzroom Afrika's Ahmed Kajee there. And Ahmed, we all know how he loved the little ones. They must be beside themselves on this Saturday.
Very much so. The 5-kilometer run has actually just wrapped up around 15 to 20 minutes ago, and a big part of the celebrations for the children here today has been celebrating the legacy of Nelson Mandela, with the theme obviously around walking for those who are unable to. The key around that is specifically speaking towards those who have to walk a long distance to either get through to grocery stores, to get through to school, to get through to medical facilities, and these are just some of the important factors around the theme walking for those who are unable to. But an additional part, an additional theme to that is also walking for those who are physically unable to. Those who are facing those physical disabilities also have various challenges, and raising that awareness as part of the Nelson Mandela Day celebrations and observations is just some of the themes which we are seeing as well. In terms of the festivities that we have seen today, our main walk started just after 8:30 this morning. We walked 5 kilometers around the Johannesburg Zoo. Then you have the children seeing animals which they may not have seen their entire lives, and just being allowed to have these experiences for them really goes a long way. And this part of the Nelson Mandela legacy, a big part of what he wanted was to provide children with the opportunities, whether it be through schooling, through education, and obviously having leisure activities such as this to allow them to have the fun and really experience life that other South Africans normally have and that they normally wouldn't. But various stakeholders, like we say, have been present around here. Donors, corporate sponsors who are involved with the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund are also present as well. And I'm now also going to bring into the conversation Newzroom Afrika's co-founder, Thabile Ngwato, who joins us now. Thabile, thanks very much for your time today. How important is it for Newzroom Afrika to be at an event such as this one?
Thanks, Ahmed. It was firstly great to see you guys and the rest of Team 405 participating in this walk. For Newzroom Afrika, our CSI mandate has always been around children. So it's the well-being of children, education, health, and most importantly, food security. And that's part of the reason why we're here today, to give a platform. We're a channel, and so naturally we can be able to give a voice to an organization such as the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund, alongside the Nelson Mandela Children's Hospital, and the amazing work that they are doing for vulnerable children across the country. We've seen some of the stats in terms of access to healthcare and what it looks like in the landscape of South Africa. So we are just here to amplify the work that they do.
Thabile, how important is it then for this Nelson Mandela Day and for the legacy of Nelson Mandela to still be reflected upon back in now that we are in 2002?
For the longest of time, we see it as, giving back for 67 minutes, and now it's a full-on Mandela Day and a full-on Mandela Month. But I think the conversation that corporates are gearing towards, and it's a conversation that I'm excited about as a leader in corporate, or one of the leaders in corporate, is to look at a sustainable way of giving back. It's not just about the 67 minutes, it's not just about Mandela Month, but it's about what are we doing in our different spaces to be able to give back to organizations such as this, such as the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund, that are looking into issues that are basically dealing with the most vulnerable in society. Something that we do, as you know, as Team 405, we've got a campaign called Compassion Room, and that's where we highlight organizations that are doing some really great work for the previously disadvantaged. Also, once again, around education, around children's well-being, and we'll continue to do that. So for us is to take that conversation forward and say, what do we do beyond the 67 minutes? What do we do beyond Mandela Month?
Thabile, thanks very much for your time today. It's greatly appreciated. That's Thabile Ngwato, the co-founder of Newzroom Afrika, just giving us her side around what exactly Channel 405 Newzroom Afrika is bringing around to coverage of the Nelson Mandela Day celebrations here with the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund. And one of the beneficiaries will be obviously the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund, the Nelson Mandela Children's Hospital, which will be celebrating its 5th year as well. So many of the proceedings being spread out through various of the stakeholders under the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund and the hospital. And after half a decade of their operations, I'm sure that this will go a long way in terms of the sponsorships that we are seeing today that will be going through towards the operations and to continue providing healthcare and various other important services for children, which is an important part of what Nelson Mandela's legacy was all about.
A 5-kilometer walk coinciding with the 5 years of existence. Ahmed Kajee, thank you very much for that update.